Welcome to Akshara Yoga School YouTube channel. This is the second discourse on series of lectures on the topic Abhyasa and Vairagya. So what is Abhyasa and Vairagya? We have seen that Abhyasa is the practice and Vairagya is your relaxation or letting go or simply dropping of the practice. This we have understood in our previous discourse. So to achieve the state of stable tranquility, this is what yoga proposes, that yoga means to come to a state of awareness where there are no thoughts inside you and you are just fully awake within yourself. That is a state of balance where the randomness of the mind is totally arrested. Now to achieve that state, there are two principles which is known as Abhyasa and Vairagya. With the help of Abhyasa and Vairagya, we can reach to that ultimate stage where we are completely free from bondage of the body, bondage of the mind, emotions, intellect. So the pathway is Abhyasa and Vairagya. Entire yoga practice from Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana to Samadhi is nothing but Abhyasa and Vairagya going together. So when you set out for your practice, for example the practice of asana or pranayama or some kind of mental focus that you want to achieve, this all belongs to practice. Now practice means sustained continuous effort towards that direction of achieving stable tranquility, and for that a certain degree of concentration, a certain degree of focus is required. Until unless you don't have a minimum required focus, it will be difficult to remain steadfast on the path of Abhyasa or practice. So this practice is your effort that you are putting. So this effort is what you are putting. You are doing the effort. Now this is very critical. Your effort. It means that you are the doer. There is a sense of doership. With focus, with concentration, there is a sense of doership, a notion of I-ness, or simply an idea of ego is there. To counter that sense of doership, that sense of I-ness, ego, Vairagya is there. You are making an effort and then you are dropping the effort. If you continue to make an effort with the sense of I-ness and ego, again the entire pathway is lopsided. But we have to come to a state of balance. It means both sides have to be equal. So to equalize this side, to balance this side of practice or Abhyasa, there is Vairagya. So Abhyasa and Vairagya taken together constitutes the entire sadhana. So this is the meaning of sadhana, where you are walking together with Abhyasa and Vairagya. Now, when you are taking up the Abhyasa part, where you are practicing any of the limb of yoga, you are going deep into the practice. Abhyasa, as we have said, requires certain degree of concentration and focus and effort. It means that you are penetrating deep into your practice. You are going deep into the practice of the asana or pranayama or dharana. This is one aspect of the entire sadhana. The second aspect is coming out of it. That is mandatory, to come out. When you know these two aspects, to go into the practice and to come out of the practice, then only you can develop total mastery over mind. That is the beauty of yoga sadhana. It teaches you to penetrate, to focus, go deep into the practice. But do not stop there. Now the next step is to come out of it completely. That is, second part is Vairagya. This is something which is missing in today's life. We only know how to concentrate, how to focus. We don't know how to relax. So with the help of Vairagya, you know the real value of relaxation. What value the Abhyasa is containing within itself. You come to know with this entire yoga sadhana. And that's from where the internal change begins to happen. Another important point to be noted when it comes to practice is that you can only practice whatever is stored inside you. Suppose you want to practice asana or pranayama. How you would practice it? Only the way it has been taught to you, or the way it has stored inside you. So Abhyasa will only be a repetition or recycle of what there is inside you, or what is accumulated or stored inside you. So can we expect that we go on recycling same thing and at the same time we can achieve inner transformation or achieve a state of awareness which is of the highest order? Can that happen? Difficult to say. That's why again the element of Vairagya is there. If you are repeating something again and again, that repetition will bring you at the same place. So in order to refine the very practice, there is Vairagya. When you go into the practice and when you drop the practice, there is a sense of witnessing. So Vairagya cultivates a sense of witnessing. Now you have dropped the practice. Now observe. You were holding on to something. You were holding on to your practice, and now you have dropped the practice. What are the changes that is happening inside you? How the mind is getting relaxed. How the deep rooted stresses and tensions, they are going out of the body, out of the system. You are just consciously witnessing it. With this witnessing, there is the arising of the wisdom. Now with this wisdom of inner relaxation, you again go into the practice. Now again you will recycle matter which is stored inside you. Now this recycling at this time will be different from the way you were recycling it before. It means the unnecessary attachments, fears or unwanted elements which were present in the Abhyasa are now discarded with the help of Vairagya. And now your practice is more refined. That is the value of Vairagya, of letting go. And then again, after the practice is over, you let go yourself. Further, you penetrate deeper into the wisdom, into the inner intelligence with the help of Vairagya, because as long as you are in the Abhyasa, you are in the recycling mode. Nothing new will emerge from inside you. The new will only come when you drop the recycling mode, when you are out of the recycling mode, and then when you experience what is original inside you. That constitutes the real wisdom. And with this wisdom, again you go into the practice. So like this, with Abhyasa and Vairagya, we move up onto the ladder or journey of yoga. So to come back to the first point where I said that practice always involves effort. It is you who are making the effort, and you are only there because of the sense of I-ness and ego. It means in the initial stages of yoga practice, from asana till dharana, there is effort and the element of ego. Only when there is effort, that is known as practice. If there is practice, it means you are doing practice, someone is doing the practice. And if someone is doing the practice, it means that person or that individual is carrying a notion of I-ness or ego within. So finally, when we come to the level of meditation, there is final dropping of that effort. And that's why meditation is totally effortless. There is no technique involved, and that's why it is effortless. If there is certain technique involved in meditation, there would have been an element of abhyasa or effort or practice. But meditation is not abhyasa. Meditation is pure Vairagya, where you drop everything. So in a way, entire yoga journey is a combination of Abhyasa and Vairagya. In each limb, each step, there is these two components of Abhyasa and Vairagya. At the same time, alternately, each limb is Abhyasa and Vairagya. For example, asana is Abhyasa, pranayama is Vairagya, dharana is Abhyasa, dhyana is Vairagya. Asana is stimulation, pranayama is relaxation, dharana is stimulation, dhyana is relaxation, and within asana, pranayama, dharana, dhyana, there is a slight element of stimulation and relaxation. So finally, when you come to the level of meditation, by that time you are fully prepared to practice your Vairagya or letting go with complete perfection. And that is meditation, where there is no technique involved, and hence you cannot make an effort. And hence, if you cannot make an effort, there is no ego at the level of meditation. But still, it is not the end. Samadhi is there. So what is the difference between meditation and samadhi? In meditation or dhyana, with the help of stimulation, relaxation, abhyasa and vairagya, finally we come to that level that we have totally dropped our practice and we are into dhyana, in the state of vairagya, where this effortlessness is flowing freely. That free flow of effortlessness is dhyana. But still, there is a very faint idea of amness. There is no ego, there is no I-ness, but still very faint idea of amness is there. Still in meditation, someone is witnessing that flow, that effortless flow is being witnessed by someone. It means very faint idea of I-ness is there. And finally, when you come to the level of samadhi, you practice the highest vairagya, and even this faint idea of I-ness is also dropped, and that is the state of union where there is no difference between you and all that is there, because now you are not there. You are completely merged with the existence. Your mind, body have completely merged with the existence. There is only pure awareness, pure intelligence, and that is the goal of yoga.